Lights, camera, action. Hi, I'm Kroglander, and today we will be finishing off the Chinese cinema in Die Hard Vendetta, of course. Sort of carrying on straight from where we left off. And here we get introduced to the crossbow.
Quiet and deadly. This may come in handy.
Kind of random, because there's no reason for it to be here. In fact, when I think about it, there could have been another point later on in the game where this could have been introduced. But if I remember by the time I'm recording commentary for that, I'll point it out.
I wonder how secure that banner is.
Now, this is the part which could be tricky, because there's loads of people running about the cinema. And you could have to sneak past them and get to the back. And use the crossbow. Oh, what's funny with the crossbow is if you shoot it, people see you. So it doesn't really work like the same way a silenced pistol would, which is weird. I can't help feel that might have been an oversight on the developer's part. I mean, was this supposed to be a stealth weapon? But nevertheless. And as you can see from that guy, I think this works because the enemy's fire distance, if you will, has a limit. So if you stand right at the back, I don't think they'll be able to hit you. But of course, when I did this run, I stood a bit further to the front. So that's a tip for you. When you do this, if you're gonna do this, just stand with your back against the back wall. You'll probably be out of their range, and you'll be able to shoot them, and they won't be able to shoot you. So I guess that was intentional. I suppose it was. And I'm trying to get a headshot here. I think the arrows keep bumping off stuff. And finally. Again, I do like the Chinese flair in the music, sort of the whistle. You know what I mean, sort of flute type instrument. Again, I do like this aspect about this game where you can, where they have a level set in one of the famous LA landmarks. Well, the funny thing is, John McClane is a New York cop, so I guess he was visiting LA or something. Being a bit careful here, considering I have 20 health. Oh, damn it. But anyway, the crossbow, fun to use. Later on we get a sniper, and it pretty much does the same thing. And again, there's no reason for why it would be here. Well, I guess fan theory time. I guess it's left over from the museum because they're moving paintings as well. So I guess this would be one of the artifacts. That's the best reason I can come up with. But yeah, a Die Hard game. Now, in terms of the Die Hard games, I'm trying to remember. There was definitely a couple on the PS1 or the PSX. I remember seeing a LP video of it, and they called it the PSX. Well, I guess that is the PS1. I always say PS1. And also there was like the infamous NES game, which the Angry Video Game Nerd reviewed, where you have like a meter for your feet. Because obviously in Die Hard 1, John McClane had to walk over broken glass. So in the game they gave you like a feet meter. So, which is actually a nice touch from the movie. And speaking of which, obviously if you don't know the movies, I remember the setting of Die Hard 1 and Die Hard 2. Number 3 doesn't come to mind. And in case you don't know, the setting of the first movie was Nakatomi Plaza. Well, I'll double check that later. And of course the setting of the second movie was the sort of airport in the snow. Yeah, but of course this game gives us a variety of settings, which I do appreciate. Because playing those other games where it's set completely in one tower, the scenery must get a bit boring after a while.
Should be moving out soon.
Good. The sooner we're out of here, the better. This job is risky.
Yeah, but we got insurance.
What, those hostages? I don't know why we don't just shoot them. They've seen our faces. They could identify us.
All in good time.
Police, freeze!
You know Frontier doesn't...
Oh well, if they don't want to listen, they don't want to listen. Yeah, that does seem a bit odd to me, where I just shot 2 guys in the back. I did feel that could have been an option they could have had in this game, where you press a button and John McClane goes, stop, freeze, police. But, oh well. We got the capture thing, anyway. And honestly, at this point I get a little lost, just because there's lots of corridors, I get turned around. But, don't worry, I do eventually complete this level, obviously. Otherwise I wouldn't be posting this video now, would I? It's so Die Hard. But, it's been years since I've seen it, and I don't even remember what happened. Oh, the button point's coming up now. Now at this point, it's best to use hero time. Because you see that guy running? The second you come in, he'll run to another room, and they'll kill hostages. And it happens fairly quickly. So it's best just to use hero time as you come in.
Let him have it.
Oh, well, that's all the bad guys. Oh, what the hell? Anyway, to get back to what I was saying before, I don't remember the Die Hard movies that much, but I think they're good. Even though that's a funny thing to say, but
So,
I have to
where are the other
rewatch them
cops?
at some time.
It's just me, so I suggest for the time being you all lie low.
But what about Alfred?
And this definitely gets across John McClane's
They took him away.
grumpy
Stay here.
attitude.
I'll find him.
And the whole game mechanics revolves around him sneaking around and generally being a cop and being clever, rather than being, like I say, a typical action hero. So I'll give the game a lot of credit. It definitely gets across the Die Hard feeling. And we're on our way to save one more hostage. But first I stop in this room. Just thought this room's kind of pointless. But I guess it makes sense it's here. It's the employee bathroom. So, well done game. Well done for adding a bit of detail. Actually nice of them to do that. Shows thought at least. Now we're about to meet a very sort of entertaining character. I'll try not to talk over his dialogue. We're about to...
Some thanks I get. Shut up. Well, that's just great, Sonny. I do you guys a favor and nice job, but I've seen better shooting. Once I knew a guy who could shoot the eye out of a flea before your hat hit the floor.
Is that right?
Sure is. Went by the name of the Frenchman. I think he was Polish, though. Never asked.
I take it you're involved in all this?
Now, those kids next door don't have no respect. I heard more when I was shining shoes. I knew a shoe shine boy who used bottled spit. Yeah, he couldn't spit himself, something to do with his glands or something. So he got his old lady to spit into a jar at the start of every day.
You don't say. And your friends here?
Yeah, sure, I help them. Someone offers you more money than you make in a month, what do? But those no good, double-crossing punks, they tried to stiff me. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, I love that character. Kind of interesting to listen to. Oh, and get that switch, by the way, because you could so easily miss that. Just a little innocuous switch on the wall. You'll need that later. But, yeah, interesting character. Oh, if you're wondering, I did check YouTube, and there is like a non-commentary version of this game. By someone else, obviously, but, yeah. If you want that, go check that one out. Actually, no. Watch mine. His one's very good, but watch mine. to sound egotistical for a second there. What I should say is I would like you to watch mine, please. You wonderful viewer, you. Yeah, but sure, what the hell, you know, from the perspective of the viewer, you've got options, you've got a commentary, non-commentary. So, you know, whichever one you like. Well, at least we get a nice look at the red carpet and the architecture as I'm walking around these halls. But yeah, kind of a cool level. And yeah, I like how they have one for the lobby, like a part of the level for the lobby, part of the level for the screen,
Whoops.
part
So
for
much
the
element of
employees and the
surprise.
projector. And now we'll be able to see a part of the level for the backstage part area of the cinema. Guess what I'm saying is they usually they take the theme of the level and they utilise it a lot. Like they had guys in balconies and what have you. We just used the organ which played Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. Again, a good nice little reference there. So I do think there's a lot of like creativity put into the design of the levels here. I always like that. I always like to see. I guess the levels are small in this game, but then again, I guess levels are Sonic shooters anyway. I'm used to playing Sonic games where you get vast open environments or what have you. But anyway, what I'm saying is the levels are small, but there's a lot of detail and there's a lot of creativity and a lot of character in actual characters and the levels themselves. So I do appreciate that about this game. I think it's, for what it does it very well. You can probably name other shooters out nowadays that have took this idea and done it a lot better. Because obviously this is about 7 years old, 8 years probably. I mean 2003. So yeah, it's 7 years old. But like I said, there are modern games that probably do this and so much more. But for this time, I do like this. But I'm saying I do like this game. It might have aged compared to other shooters today, but I do like what it does. Now this part of the level does introduce you to the next level, which I won't lie to you, it's sort of an underground sewer level, which I was dreading really, because I don't really like crawling around in the dark sewers. Ugh. But then again, who kind of like sewer levels? But of course, saying that, when I replayed this game, the sewer level, underground subway level, wasn't really that bad. It was actually kind of good. It's just, you know, the parts where you have to use the, well, we'll get to it when we get to it. But yeah, these stolen paintings have been like driving the plot for like 2 videos now. And they're about to drive the plot again. So, let me see. They were mentioned in the first level, second level, this level, and the level after it, so 4 levels.
Sneaky.
Oh. Well, I guess it makes a change from stolen
What
diamonds.
goes up must come down.
Yeah, what's a pity is this level doesn't have a cutscene like the others. I think there's a couple which don't have cutscenes. I guess technically they don't need them. Yeah, look, this picks up straight after the last one, and the end of it can lead you to the next one. Really, so a cutscene's not needed. But and again, I use hero time here because you sort of get ambushed by these 3 twats here. Again, I think you could take them out without hero time fairly enough. But I just wanted to get over and done with. Dan, if you've got it, use it. That's what it's there for, at least. And what's a nice little comment here is we're about to see a reference to the John McClane sort of tropes.
Locked. Gotta find another.
Oh, you mean like...
Well, John, what do you know? Another vent.
I like that comment where he points out his use of vents. Join me again next time.